Since my husband and I met in Taiwan, we both speak Mandarin Chinese. We'd always wanted to go to mainland China to live, and just being able to take our family somewhere where there was no outside influences to say how we would be as a family, that we could just create our own little oasis, you know, out in the middle of 22 million people. In the sleep study, it showed that she dropped below normal oxygen levels more than 100 times per hour. So at 9 days old, I got on a plane and flew back to the States with her. And they felt that the only alternative was to do a tracheostomy.
And then we gotta suction her out.
She has to be watched 24 hours a day because we can't hear her cry. She has 5 different machines that she uses. 4 of them are for while she's sleeping, and then the suction machine follows her all day, every day.
Ready? I know.
Every day, the site has to be cleaned. Weekly, we have to change out the trach. Every time it still freaks me out. I mean, I hate to see something being pulled out of my daughter's body and having to put something else back in. One of the hard things with a trach baby is bathing, because if water gets in the trach, she drowns. So I always went for the safest route, which was a sponge bath. I started emailing another mom whose daughter had a trach. And her advice to me was, you know, to really find ways, you know, to step out of that nurse role, and that bathing was a good time for that for her. And so when I found the Pudge tub, that was kind of our revelation. It was a way that she could bathe and I didn't have to be afraid of her slipping down into the water. It was a way that, you know, we can be eye to eye and just have these moments that every mother and child should have. I don't want my children to grow up to be fearful or to think that their life is all that there is. I want them to experience other cultures, and so moving to China was part of that dream. It's interesting that that part of the dream has still continued. Our children are now aware of lives that are different than their own. They now see other people with disabilities, and they notice them, but in a good way. We're still getting to live that dream of redefining who our family is.